Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. And the game is underway with a kickoff out of bounds. Not the way you drew it up, but a great break for this offense. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Play action, C.J. Carr. Taking a shot on the first play. Picked off! What a play by this defense!
And they choose to be aggressive. First play coming out, airing the football out, and the defense was absolutely not field. Nice job having discipline, being ready for the pass on the very first play, breaking on the football, and getting the juice early. The momentum on your side, making the first big play of the football game.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Sees an alley. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
Handoff, Baxter running left. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention with a Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability. He can break tackles. He can just do it all.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Rush right in his face. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
How about this defense coming out the gates? First drive, getting to the quarterback. They wanted to affect the quarterback, make him feel uncomfortable. Already 2 sacks on this first drive.
We might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Not a chance. Missed it. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
Well, they knew coming into this game touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Looking for a gap. It's Mobley. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Carr. Oh, pressure's coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Here on third down for this offense. Moves the pocket. It's Carr. Trying to get behind the defense. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like, this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
Here comes the Kentucky offense out onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
And that play works because the QB did an unbelievable job. He's going through his progressions. He's sitting in the pocket, and he sees, man, a lot of space out to his right. I get the ball to my playmaker, and he does the rest. This is what's so fun about him. He's going to make the catch. He's going to make people miss, use his speed to make big plays.
Pulls it in. It's Skinner. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. It's pretty obvious what's at stake here, guys. A top 10 matchup, winner, good shot at the playoff, and the loser is probably going to need some help.
Yeah, so further cementing your resume, making that exclamation point on the schedule, giving that committee something to look at and go, here's a top 10 win. This is a big deal for my schedule. Big proving moment.
And that's why you play football for one of these two programs, for games like this, for the opportunity to reach the college football playoff. You knew these two teams were on a collision course. That's the opportunity ahead of you to go get it done in front of a lot of eyeballs watching. If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Got to make the play on fourth. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
Looking for space. It's Mobley. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Here's Carr to throw. setting up the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Miles his way ahead. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And they tried to run that sweep out route. I like going to the wide side of the field, getting somebody the ball that can really, really run. Just got to block it up a little better. Give him a chance to at least get that edge, and then he might be able to do some more damage.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Making the adjustment on the play. Fourth down, Carr. He'll get rid of it. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And a short gain on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the 1st. Still looking for our first score of the game as we start the 2nd quarter. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Using his legs, it's Young. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Right at the line. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a 1st down.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the 1st down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on 4th down once. Like, they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an extra snap over and over again is really, really difficult. This offense appears to be in an aggressive mode.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. He's changing the play.
Booster.
Carr from the gun on 3rd down. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Middle of the end zone, he's got it! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They took it 71 yards down the field, and the capper a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Barnes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Hits inside. It's Baxter. Pass to 6. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Trying to establish the run. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Let's take a minute here to look at the big picture for Kentucky. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for a top 10. Like, I hope they're trying to be the best team in the country, and you hope the best is still to come for this squad.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Powers through the defender. Swarmed under 5-yard loss on the play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Throwing. Just too much much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And then third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. Making the adjustment. They're in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Firing to the right, complete. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this first down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
Good, right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Deep in the end zone, it's Barnes. Slips through the line. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Kentucky. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And he puts through the extra point. Looking for blockers. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Keeping it on the ground. Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
Takes the handoff. It's Ivory. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Long way to go on 2nd down. They give it to him again. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. The run inside. It's Ivory. Oh, got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Changing the routes with his receivers. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. He'll pull it down. Fights off a defender. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Moving the pocket, it's Carr. It's a fumble. And he was able to get back on top of his own fumble. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Sends it downfield. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He got loose and it was lights out after that. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. Let's begin with a look at Virginia taking on the Vanderbilt Commodores. And it's the Cavaliers coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. The result today gets them back to 500. It's something they harped on in practice all week, and they will celebrate this one for at least 24 hours. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Big 12.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it out nearly to the 35-yard line, corralled and brought down. They'll mark it at the 34. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Gets a hand in there.
Well, the QB knew coming into this one it was going to be tough. They have a lot of athletes on the back end, but today, guys just not able to separate. Accuracy hasn't always been perfect, and as a result, they've got another ball getting knocked away for an incompletion.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his back in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Kentucky right back to the line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
It's dropped after taking the hit.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Selling the fake. Moves to his right. Now he's looking into the middle. Leaping grab for a big gain. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's inside the 40. At the 20. He takes it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And that's one the quarterback would love to have back. At this point of the game, it's tight on the scoreboard, and if that guy's not open, nothing's there. You got to throw that thing away, or you got to tuck it and run, take a sack, live to play another down. That's a decision the quarterback wishes he had back.
Yeah, because you're so frustrated because you're in a position to get points. And, right, when you start getting down there, Palmer, they talk to you all the time. Don't give away points. Make sure you're smart with the football. Don't try to do too much. He tries to do too much. He pays for it, and the defense takes it all the way back to the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Barnes. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. After the defense just gave up a touchdown, they really need to put something together on this drive.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Second and long here. Calls his own number. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his second interception of the game. Instead, it's fourth down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Cradles it at the 35. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Fires to the big fella. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
This defense is there again. They keep feeding the back, and he finds no success at all. Right back to the well. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Notre Dame looking for this fourth down conversion. Quarterback changing the play. Carr to throw for it on fourth. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Turns it upfield.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here's the give off the left side. Knocked down immediately.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
From the gun on third down, Carr. Under pressure. Intercepted for the 11th time. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Ivory. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Nowhere to go.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Throws for the tight end. And the missed connection on third down.
You just need to have more efficiency in the passing game. This guy completed exactly 50% of his throws the last game out. Not good enough. And he's below that number in this game. Still not good enough.
Punt is on its way. Not a lot of room to field this one. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. On the option. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Gonna run it. It's Mobley. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. this game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Here's a little room there. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Going to the running game. Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
A first down run on the doorstep. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Irish! That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Fielded in the end zone. It's Barnes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Escapes the pressure going right. And the quarterback bought a little time, but actually bought a lot of time, but not enough time. The defense gets to it.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there and getting the sack.
Wants to go up top on second down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Now third and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Here come the Irish back on offense. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the beatdown has ensued. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Barnes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They go back to C.J. Baxter, and they swarm him under.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. Powers inside. Runs through a tackle. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Kentucky going quickly.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They've been running it, but now the pass. Out wide right, it's Baxter. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. This offense has it with really good field position. Right side, it's Barres. Turning it on. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. Lining up to add another. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. From deep, it's Barnes. And the returner will be brought down. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row. Now they've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's a give to C.J. Baxter. There's some room. He's got 98 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff, Baxter running left. Taken down.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
And not much picked up there, but that will do it for this one.